Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will go ahead and go over what I got in the grocery shopping trip and share a few meals that I make for me and my husband. Some of the meals will be in the Instant Pot, which I love, and I think everyone should totally invest in it. It helps to save so much time and dishes. So I hope you guys like this video and please like and subscribe. So I went to Costco, Walmart, and a local produce store. So Costco was the biggest haul. I usually go about twice a month. So I got 2 containers of blackberries, and then I got a container of blueberries, some spinach. We like to do smoothies or maybe in breakfast. Pineapple, 2 of the organic bananas. I like to freeze some of them for smoothies. Then I got some mango. It still needs to ripen, so it's gonna sit out on the counter for a little bit. I always get the avocado oil there. They're avocados. I don't know why, but I love Costco avocados. I feel like they never let me down. Some drumsticks I will be making for dinner this week. Kerrygold butter. It's one of my favorites. It's good quality. Sour cream. A big thing of onions. Russet potatoes. And I love Costco clothes. I would have bought some more stuff, but the price was already too high. So I got some pajama set and these jeans, which if they don't fit me, I will return. And I also got some for my husband, some jeans. Their stuff is really good quality. So on to Walmart. It was just a small grocery list for Walmart. So I got some organic milk. I want to try making steel cut oats. I was reading that it's better for you than the old-fashioned since it's less processed. All natural, the Jimmy Dean sausage. I plan to use this for Zuppa Toscana. And I got these egg whites. I want to try making them put a little bit in the oatmeal. I saw a recipe and it made it look so fluffy and yummy. And the produce store, I just got a head of cauliflower that I will put instead of potatoes into the soup. Some kiwis, dill, cilantro, and kale. So that is basically all for this haul. And I believe the total for this whole grocery trip was about $226. For the ingredients, I'll be using the buttery steakhouse seasoning, vegeta, I can link it down in the description box, paprika, some chili powder, and in the corner you see the brown gravy. Generally I use the au jus, not sure how to pronounce it. So I will go ahead and just chop up the onions. Onions will give the meat a lot of flavor. Now I'm just gonna click saute and then get some avocado oil, pour a little bit of that in there and let that warm up. While that's warming up, I'm just gonna go ahead and season it. I generally use chuck roast. It's much juicier and better, I think. I just didn't have that on hand today. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and saute the brown the meat. So you want to do both sides, and obviously you don't want to cook it through because you will be cooking it through in the Instant Pot for a little while. Once that is done, I'm just going to throw my onions and saute. Then I usually use the Better Than Bouillon beef bouillon. And I am going to put the meat back into the pot. And you want to make sure you try to fit it as much as you can
since I like to make a decent amount of meat at once, even though it's just for me and my husband, but we like to have leftovers. So now I'm just gonna sprinkle the brown gravy on top. That will give it some flavor and make it taste really good. And then the last thing, I'll pour the beef bouillon. I do about a cup. It just depends on how much meat you're having, so I just usually wing it. Now I am just going to go ahead and set it to 1 hour and 30 minutes to pressure cook, and it will start by itself. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to pressurize, and make sure it's on sealing, not venting, or else it won't cook. So next I'll be making a salad. It's super simple. It's just tomatoes, cucumbers, dill, and lemon or lime. So after seasoning it with salt and pepper, I will add some sour cream, and that gives it a good creamy flavor. Here's what it looks like in the end. This is one of my favorites. It's very simple but very light, I would say, and super easy. So now that our meat is done, you will see it will say L15 or however long it's been done. So I'm just going to open up the little valve to depressurize, let the air out, and I will open it up. Just be careful because it's really hot, and as you can see, the meat just falls apart. So here's the end result. I made some quinoa as a side. So it's a simple dinner, but easy, and you just need to prep.
So for our second recipe, I will be doing Zuppa Toscana. It's the Olive Garden recipe. Not quite, but I just kind of do my own thing here. So you'll need heavy cream. I use the Better Than Bouillon paste from Costco. Any sausage that you like. I get this one, and then I also get the Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. It's really yummy. I really like it. Onion, kale, and avocado oil, or any oil that you have. And usually you can put potatoes in there. This time I'm gonna do cauliflower, so for those of you who are keto, this probably would be a better option for you. So this recipe will be in the Instant Pot, which is one of my favorite things ever. So let's get started. All right, so now that the onions are chopped, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my Instant Pot onto saute, and you will see the 30 minutes, and then it's gonna start getting hot, so it's getting warm. So I usually give it a few minutes, and while it gets hot, and then I'm gonna add the avocado oil in there and throw the onions in there. So we just toss it in the Instant Pot, and while the onions are sauteing, we're gonna chop up the sausage and then throw that in as well. Come on, Smokey. Alright, Smokey. Come here. Hi, baby. Come here. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Here you go. Oh, you want another one? Okay, I'll give you one more. Hey, you just stole his. Here you go, Archie. Good boy. So I just stirred up the bouillon paste with 2 cups of water. So I am gonna put a total about 8 to 10 cups of bouillon in there. I just kind of wing it and see how much I need. I do make the max amount of liquid that is allowed in this 6-quart Instant Pot, because we like to have extra to take to work and for the next day. So if you guys are planning to make this, I would just see what fits your family. And now I put in about a cup to a quarter cup of heavy cream. Like I said, it varies, depends on how much you are making of the soup. So I'll just pour that in there. And then I am going to season it. So the seasonings I use is paprika, red pepper, the flakes, and we like it a little bit spicy. So I will throw this in there. If it's not spicy enough, then I will put in some cayenne pepper. And on here there's no label because I poured it in. It's called Vegeta. It's a seasoning. I got it off Amazon. It's really popular in the Russian-based community. So if you guys want, I can link it for you guys. And it's really good in like soups, and you can basically use it for everything. But yeah. So I just added the cauliflower. And I will go ahead and turn on the Instant Pot to about 8 minutes. And that will probably take about 20 minutes roughly. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to pressurize. So we're gonna cancel that. Pressure cook. Make sure. Okay, and then just make sure this is at venting, not sealing. So this is, I'm sorry, sealing, not venting. So venting and then sealing. And now it's on. So we wait, and I'll show you after it's done. So while I wait for the soup to cook, I usually trim the kale off the stem and chop it up. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. So now that it's done, this means it's been done for 5 minutes, and it automatically turns on keep warm, so that way it doesn't obviously get cold. So we will turn it on venting so it lets out the steam
And sometimes you gotta be careful because it like squirts out from there, so. So it just finished cooking. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is put all the kale in there and let it kind of get soft. And basically that's it to the soup. Super easy. You don't need, I really love using the Instant Pot, like I already mentioned, because you don't have to use a lot of dishes. And because with this, if you were to make it on the stove, you would have to saute the onions in a separate frying pan. But with this, you just do all in one and that's it. So I hope you guys like this video, and obviously you can do what you want, add the spices and seasonings to your family's liking. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and whoever wants to try this. And here's a little interruption of some excitement that they're going on a walk. Are you going on a walk? One second. Okay. So I decided to make some banana bread. As you probably can hear, my dog is whining. So we had some bananas that were going bad. So I will take you through the process of making it. This recipe I found just online, and I used to not really like banana bread. I don't know, not a big fan of bananas. Like, I like them, but it's not my favorite fruit. So I tried it once because couple months ago, and I actually really liked it. And it was super soft and it was not dry. So I decided I will make some more banana bread, and I will take you along the how I make it, and I will show you. I can link down the recipe for you guys in the description box. And this is what it looks like. It's like one of the first ones that pops up on Google, so it's really good. So I already have my bananas. I need to mash them up. So I have 1.5 cups of flour. I will need 1/3 cup of butter and 3/4 cup of sugar. On the recipe it says you can do more or less if you want it less sweet. Since I have quite a bit of bananas, I think that should be plenty. You need baking soda, an egg, and I will get salt and vanilla extract. So while I start preparing my ingredients, I will turn it up to 350. Now we pour in the melted butter and mix well, and then we're going to go ahead and add all the ingredients in. So my batter is all done. You can put walnuts in there, but I currently don't have any. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this into this form that I put some butter on to help it not stick, and we'll put it in the oven. We'll go for 45 minutes. All right, so here it is. Looks really good. So I'm gonna take it out and just let it cool. And there you have a good banana bread. So I hope you guys try this recipe. I really like it. And let me know in the comments below. Thanks.